Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tracy Trans Gaming. We are playing Unturned, and this is episode 4. Now, I'm on the main screen because there are update notes. Every single Friday, or at least it seems every single Friday, the game updates. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to actually mess with any maps or anything, so I don't have to worry too strongly about that. But I decided I'm going to take a little bit of time, not long, to read you the update notes and what they added to the game. I am on a 20-minute timer, so that's new as of a couple of episodes ago, so I can try to keep things balanced. They added Acid Spitter Zombie. So finally a zombie with projectiles, besides the big guy that can throw rocks at you, so that's actually a little bit scary. Added supply airdrops. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Added the ability to repair bases with blowtorch. Added friendly/hostile sentry. Now, when I was looking at this, when they were having their suggestion page, it looked really, really cool. Pretty much you put a gun into a sentry device, and it, as long as it's filled with ammunition, will aim at a hostile and shoot it. I don't know if it's just PvP or if it is zombies as well, but that's something I'm probably going to get into in the future. And then the improvements is improved fuel to store liters rather than refills, and improved vehicle info to show health. That is going to be very healthy. Healthy. Haha. Handy. Now, I'm not going to go through the tweaks and the fixes because we don't really have a lot of time. So, single player, normal mode, Washington map, play. Now, while this is loading, I did record an episode and it turned out horrible. Apparently this update reset my sound for some reason, and when I ran around chopping trees, it caused lots and lots of noise, so I really couldn't get what I was looking for. So I ended up redoing the entire episode. Well, this is the redo of that episode. And I built a garage. Yay! So that's what the previous episode was about. You guys don't get a chance to see it, but yes, there is now a garage. I'm planning on building a much larger house. However, at the end of the episode that was never aired, I said I was going to go find food and water, and in all honesty, I believe that is what I probably will do. If you remember, a while ago, I said I was going to get myself stable because I kept on dying all the time. And I took a little bit of time to do that. I got myself stable. I got myself, as you can see, lots of weapons and ammunition and lots of fun, useful stuff. So I should be able to fare quite a bit better. I haven't fully tested out my newfound abilities. Oh, you're throwing it away. I don't want you to throw it away. I wanted you to put it in my inventory. Thank you. And I think that's all the ammunition I'll need for right now. I am going to grab a spare bandage with me because things can get mean. And as you see, I have no food or water. So I'm going to take my... Where'd I put you? There you are. I found it's a purple car. And its health is already at 56%. Let's see... Oh, no. I'm going to see if I can repair this. I want to see it actually work. I found myself a blowtorch, which is always very, very useful. Okay. Ooh, that's so much nicer. I now know what it's actually doing. Okay. Ooh, used up 5%. But still, that's not too bad. 5% to do that, and it actually takes 2 metal to repair a blowtorch. So that's actually not bad at all. Now, when we get to the city, I'm hoping to find a gas tank, because I want to keep this vehicle around for a while. I'm actually kind of crossing my fingers and hoping I actually make it to the city. So let's see here now. I've been practicing my driving. Just don't put me behind the wheel of a real car. In reality, I actually have a phobia of driving, so it makes things a little bit difficult to get around for myself. It's a long story, don't ask. All right, now. No, denied. I'm getting quite... Yeah, this rifle is actually not bad, especially at close range. So it's actually been very useful so far. This has been the number one thing that's been keeping me alive as of today. Okay, not searching the gun store. Oh, crap. I might as well do it. I killed off everything over here, and I could always use more ammunition. So, we're gonna go raid this quickly. I'll put you into storage. You look like you need some repair, but I'll still keep you in storage just because. The Yuri magazine. I'm not touching the Yuri again. I used that for a little while, and it's not exactly my favorite weapon. Oh, there is one vehicle that I do want to try getting over here. When I was doing my playing by myself so that I can get myself stable, I found a tank. And it's sitting on the bridge that's halfway between here and one of the island thingies. One of the island places. So, I need to go and get that. That's going to be a goal of mine. I'm going to eat the potato. Potato, potato, potato. Okay, now into the school, because sometimes it has candy bars and stuff. 43%, not good. 17%, yeah, sure, if I want to bring up my affection and do nothing about my... Ooh, that I'll take. Of course, it's a chocolate bar. Why not? Yay! You're chocolate, but you're only 32%. You'll hurt me. Drink this. And this run is a lot more than just to fill myself up. I also need to get myself food for some storage so I can be able to work on and no, it did not reduce the strength of the zombies. For some unknown reason, they are seriously a lot easier to kill. I don't know if that's a part of the update or what, but it's pretty much one-shot kill. I find that very intriguing. Ooh, bottled energy. I will most certainly take that. Bottled energy is extremely useful. Ooh, apple juice, 59%. Drink this. Glug, glug, glug. Bread, not any good. That's not good, that's not good. Nothing. 29%, not good. 26%, not good. Well, on to my failure of a video that I got done recording and it would not record properly. That is a great example of some of the crap that a lot of YouTubers seem to have to go through. A lot of people think that it's easy to make videos and put it up. I'm going to tell you how I do things and what makes things a bit difficult. 1. Each video is around 20 minutes long. Speaking of which, how's my timer? Still good. Each video is around 20 minutes long. And then after I produce a video, I have to put it through editing. And when I put it through editing, that could easily take about an hour by itself. Because there's a lot more than just putting the files together. It has to process the files. And when it processes the files, it needs to compress it too. It does like a natural compression thing. However, after you're done with this, it still needs to be compressed further because it's not good enough. So you have to wait for more compression and run it through a different program for that. And then after the compression is done, you have to run it through like, uploads or whatever. So we're looking at a half an hour to an hour to make a video, which is rather standard, especially if you screw up like I just got done doing not too long ago. And then you're looking at taking another... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Craft, let's combine some of that. Okay, that makes me feel happy. Yay. Ooh, military magazine. I'm going to actually fill that up. Combine those, and that, and that. And then I do that, and then I do that, and I'm reloaded. Woohoo! Inventory, let's see how I'm looking. Not bad. Not bad at all. But, back to what I was saying. It would take about an hour to do a video. And then it takes an hour to actually create the video content. You know, go through all the editing and all that other fun jazz. And then after I'm done going through all the editing, then it takes another hour to compress, because I have a mid-range computer, I do not have a high-range computer. And then it takes me about a half an hour to an hour to upload it. So one video can easily take me up to 4 to 6 hours to do, and I do 3 videos at a time. So in essence, it is, in a way of speaking, a minimum wage job. All depending how much you actually do. It could be part-time or full-time. But I find it very interesting that there are YouTubers out there who make videos that are against YouTubers. And I find that very, very silly, because people go, how hard is it to actually sit there and make a video? In truth, it's not exactly too difficult, but if you're not a people person, like I am not very much a people person, this actually, well, for one, it has been helping me becoming more of a people person. But at the same time, it is a little bit strenuous because I'm still kind of camera shy a little bit. And I think I might always be. Well, I say that now, but there's no guarantee that in the future I'm not going... Whoa! Are you kidding me? When they said that they made them a lot harder, they weren't kidding. Where'd he go? Not exactly the smartest time to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. So you want to play this little game, huh? You want to play a little game? A little game? Huh? Want to play a little game? I can play a little game. Hello? Really? You seriously just ran away? Whoa! Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not gonna let this be a repeat of a couple of episodes ago. No. D9. I was doing really, really good. I am not gonna up and die now. Okay, back to my little rant. I don't usually do a lot of rants, but I'm going to do a little bit of a rant. I see a lot of people sort of mock YouTubers stating all you're doing is recording videos and putting up. Well, one, in essence, it's the new walkthrough. People watch videos to figure out how to do something in a game, and not only are they figuring out how to do something in a game, they get entertainment through watching the individual play it. And that is the big thing about it, because a long time ago, the only way that you ever got walkthroughs is if you were computer savvy back in the 90s. You could be able to look it up online, some sort of fan-made walkthrough, or you went to the store and for like $40 paid for the actual walkthrough. Times have changed, especially with YouTube the way that it is. And when they state, go out and get a real job or you don't deserve what you have put together, that is absolute nonsense because they spend a lot of work. I mean, when you have somebody who is working at a stock exchange, for example, and they're sitting at a chair answering phones all day long so that some rich stiff can be able to make a lot of money, in essence, they're not making money. It's the rich person making money. And they are just dealing with the stocks for the rich person. Is that not a job because all they do is sit and answer phones all day? And that's just one example of many that could be used to describe this. There's a lot of jobs where people sit and talk to people, and in this case, it creates a fun environment. It creates a entertaining environment, but the entire idea is just straight up entertainment. It shows people how to do various different things. It builds a community. And I swear, there are groups out there of people that are just anti-community for some unknown reason. Because not only is it with Let's Players on YouTube, it's also stuff like that new Pokemon Go thing. I've never actually been really big on Pokemon Go. I've never been big on Pokemon in general. A lot of my friends are, and I've actually been thinking about getting them together sometime and doing like a Pokemon Go thing and recording it. Even though I don't play, I could be able to record them having fun. Because, as mentioned before, I want this to be about the community. So I'm not going to just be the only person here with this. I have a bunch of friends, and they may be on from time to time. So in other words, this is more Tracy Trans Gaming. I am the primary person that manages this and does all of this. But at the same time, I don't mind putting my friends and other people in the spotlight too and letting them have their time as well. One great example of this is I actually plan on, like as I mentioned in one of my first videos, getting people to join me in-game so that they can be able to have fun. I want this to be about everybody in the community and not just myself. And I am running out of foodstuffs. This is so sad. And I'm really going to have to take care of my infection counter. But back to my little rant again. Those people that are trying to knock other people down, state that you are worthless, state that there's no reason why you should be doing YouTubing, ignore them. Just straight up ignore them. Because in truth, it is just as big of a job as everything else is. It is entertainment. It is community. And it also can be very educational too, which is something else I'm actually kind of thinking about doing for the future. I actually would love to, because I am a master herbalist in reality. I really haven't done anything business-wise with it in forever, but I'd love to do like an educational thing on herbs and some history behind it as well. But YouTube, it's entertainment, it's fun, it's video games, it's history, it's science fiction, it's fantasy. It's not just one thing. Oh. So don't let anybody put you down, because everything is about community. Oh. Oh, that's gross and disgusting and nasty. That hurt. But it looks so cool. That's so pretty. Acid zombie, even though you hurt, you are the coolest zombie here. Habeas corpus. Now stay there. That's actually an interesting thought. If a zombie doctor and a real doctor fought each other to the death, and one killed the other, are they against their own habeas corpus? That is actually kind of interesting to think about. Oh, thank heavens. It's only vitaminerals, but it'll help. Doink. Okay, let me check the time. Oh, well, I'm going to have to say that this episode is pretty much done for right now. Because, as I said, I'm trying to keep it around 20 minutes. And if you guys want me to extend it to 30 minutes, let me know. But the only reason why I'm doing this is for the viewers. Oh, excuse me. I want to make sure that I'm not doing too much to bore anybody. I'm trying to figure out the perfect amount of time. 15 minutes, 30 minutes. My problem is 15 minutes seems a little too short. Because it works fine for something like Plague Inc. But when it comes to a lot of other games, there is a problem. Well, like this one, for example. 15 minutes is not enough time. It really isn't enough time because there's just so much to do. There's so much to get done. And even right now with this being 20 minutes, going on 25 minutes now, there's just still so much I have to do. I don't have enough food. I need more food. I got a 100 carrot. I'm gonna eat that. There we go. 50 candy bar. Oh, that's 50-50. Hee. Cheese. So after I get done rating this will be the end of the episode. But let's see exactly what happens here. Ooh. Ugh, this is so horrible. Every single time I find something, I'm spending all of my energy eating what I find instead of... You know what? I'm gonna drink you. Oh, you didn't damage me. And I still get a 100% juice. I'm not gonna use that 100% juice. That's gonna sit in a glass case somewhere in case of emergency break with hammer. Uh-oh. Bye! And bye to everybody else out there. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, give it a like and give it a subscribe. And share the video and all other good things. And I wish you a very happy day. Have a good day.